Hey, how you doing? It's Trader Joe's. As most of you know, I've been carrying this knife for quite a while now. This is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and I love it. It's unlikely that this will be replaced by anything anytime soon. However, I did as an experiment. I ordered another knife just to test it out. All right, the other knife that I ordered is this. This is the Cold Steel Voyager. This knife is, the blade steel is AUS 8A as opposed to the Paramilitary 2, which is S30V, my particular model. This is a satin finished blade. It's flat ground. It came very, very sharp. It's very large though, and like if I take this knife out in front of other people, generally what I do is as soon as I take it out, I kind of go like this and I kind of hide the true size of it so that I just use it like this so that nobody gets really alarmed by it. You know, I mean, this is New York, and there are, you know, some people that are in this area that are a little nervous about knives and things like that, and you know, maybe other areas may be the same. So the you know, but just to test it out, I'm just testing this out for the convenience of having a knife of this size, just to see. And instead of keeping it in my pocket, I've been clipping it to the waistband of my pants and actually having it on the inside of my pants. There's a video by Cole Hain that shows him doing that, and that was part of the reason why I decided to get this, because that guy, you know, he's down in the jungles and stuff like that. So I figured, you know, that guy knows a lot of stuff, you know, and he does bushcrafting classes and stuff like that. So I wanted to try this out. And Udo, my friend in Germany, he's got the same knife, but you know, he's modified his a little bit and taken off a little bit of this shape and stuff like that. So his looks a little different, but it's the same overall size. The build quality on this is very nice. I was very surprised at the quality of this. It's like a rock. I mean, everywhere you grip this, you can't squeeze this together. You can't. It's even a little difficult to unlock. And when it's locked, this thing feels incredibly solid, and it's enjoyable, you know. And having this these two finger dents down here, you could hold this like way back here, and actually chop with this thing. And I'm actually going to do that right here. Hopefully the camera is going to be able to focus down here. Let me just stick this over here to see if this will work. Let me make sure this is going to be in frame. Okay. All right, so here's a relatively fresh branch of a tree, and you can see it goes in pretty deep. Not that good with my aim. So if I tried the same thing with my my Paramilitary 2, let me just try that here. I'm not going to look for the viewfinder. I'm going to just chop, and hopefully it'll be in frame. I mean, you could do it, and eventually you'd probably get through it. But I feel there's a lot more oomph with the blade of the Voyager. I mean, it just feels a lot more blade heavy. And so really, I'm just trying to figure out if this is a good option for people to have. Everybody I've pulled this in front of has been like extremely frightened of the idea of it. I've not seen anybody yet that I've taken this out in front of and who haven't said something like, "Oh my God, look at the size of that thing! You know, if a cop sees you with that, you're going to get arrested or whatever." So obviously, who's going to pull it out in front of a cop? But what I do is my technique lately is I carry a small fixed blade, but like a capable fixed blade, small, and then I have a stout usable folder, and that folder, whether it's this one or this one, needs to be able to do a couple of different things for me. And you know, so far this has been filling the role perfectly. Sorry about that. My dog's been a little annoying, but this has been pretty decent for me, and surprisingly enjoyable to chop stuff up with it. So the build quality, like I said, is very nice. I think you know, if you want to check out one of these types of knives, they're not that much money, and they're huge. So I imagine if the build quality for this is this nice, I imagine the medium and smalls or whatever, or the larges, are probably equal. And this is like the first cold steel knife, folding knife I've had. But this is actually almost feels like a fixed blade. I mean, there's no wobble in any direction with this. And I'm sure I could chop through this quite a lot. And if I needed to, I can go to larger pieces of wood if I needed to. And I think that it could handle it. I think this could function as a survival type of a blade. If it did end up breaking the lock, you could always rig it up in some way. You know, where if this broke, you could still use this blade, even if the handle it broke or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty unlikely. Plus, this has like steel liners in here too. I don't know if you can see that. So the steel liners behind the handles of this. So this is overall a very robust knife, but it's like 4 ounces. It's quite heavy. Oh, and one other thing. I don't know if I brought that other thing with me. There was something else I was going to talk about, but I can't find it. All right, I'll make another video. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. I had to run about 2 or 3 acres away to get this thing out of my car. This there's a guy I watch on YouTube. His name is Cedric. Right? He's listed on YouTube under the channel Primal Punch. He's actually having like a giveaway type of a fundraiser to help get money for abused children and animals. And in a lot of his videos, he talks about and shows the stick that he has. And the stick he has is native to his area. He lives in Arizona, and I'm in New York. And this the stick he uses is it's called desert ironwood. And I did some research on it, and it's one of the strongest, hardest woods in the world. So it's right up there with like lignum vitae and stuff like that, which actually is quite a bit harder than this. But this wood is actually, you can't really buy it from anybody in Arizona because it's actually illegal to take the wood from the desert. But there's a guy on, I saw a guy on eBay selling these canes made out of it. And the canes come from Mexico, which I guess it is legal there. And so I contacted him and I asked him, like how much would a cane be? And I told him like my intention of using the wood would be for like martial arts purposes and stuff like that. Like I'm not really using it as a cane. And so he said like it'd be kind of silly to buy the cane from him just for the purpose of what I need, and I don't really need it to be as long as a regular cane. So I kind of, he told me that the people that he gets it from down in Mexico, that he's going to go down there and talk to them about it. And they had some spare pieces left over, I guess, from botched canes they were working on. So I got this piece from him, and it's made of the desert ironwood, and it's beautiful. I mean, the wood on this and the grain on here is like exquisite. It's like furniture. Really nice looking grain in here. And you can feel that this wood is very, very dense, heavy. And I heard that actually if you put this in water, it would sink. Like there's no air spaces or anything between the cells of this wood. And on one of Primal Punch's videos, he shows this exercise. Charlie, you got to give me a few minutes, babe. You got to give me a few minutes. Damn it. Hold on. See this? This is all he wants. All day. He'd have me doing this all day. Alright, sorry about that. It's weird, I had this error message came up on the iPhone. I was recording this, saying that the temperature was too high for the phone. I never got that before, because it's actually like 100 degrees today here in New York. So it's very hot and I'm sweating like crazy. But all right, getting back to the exercise that from Primal Punch's channel. What I did was I took a string and I hung it on a tree or something like that. And I got a little piece of like evergreen, or you could put anything. You could even put a knot in the rope or something. And all I'm doing is just tapping it and just going back and forth, tapping it, trying to hit it. And after doing this a few minutes, especially in this kind of heat, you find that it is quite an exertion to keep doing that, and it does require a lot of skill to keep hitting it, right? And that coupled with holding a stick that's as heavy and dense as this, it actually is quite the arm and shoulder workout doing something like this. Even though this isn't like heavy duty lifting, it's not like it's anything like that. It's just that it's just the repetitive using it from different angles and stuff like that, and it is quite the workout. And I'm surprised at how much doing this for a few minutes a day has been making my shoulder feel so much stronger, and I'm able to do things that I wasn't able to do for a while. But like the first few days doing this, it was hurting like hell trying to do this. I mean, the next day or so, after doing it the first time. So, I just wanted to thank Cedric for the tip, because it's not like it's like a heavy-duty aerobic exercise or anything like that. It's just a light thing you could do in the shade and just keep tapping it, switching up to different arms and stuff like that. You could try it harder and stuff like that. Depends upon how much you're going to tie something to something else. But it's just an idea if you were looking to do some kind of exercise, and it doesn't have to be with this type of a stick. I just chose this one because I wanted something as nice as this, and it was like maybe $25-30 or something like that, which seems like a lot for a stick, but this is actually very, very nice. And I got two of them actually, and I'm gonna keep one in my house, and then I'll keep one in my car, and this way whenever I'm in a position that I could use it, I'll come out and I'll use it somewhere. Plus, if someone was gonna mess with me, I could use it to brain them with it. So, all right. That's it. I gotta get going. It's a little too hot, and I gotta get Charlie back inside to the air conditioning because it's a little too hot out here. Alright, so thanks for watching, and check out Cedric on Primal Punch on his channel, and I'll put a link. And he's got a good giveaway. I gifted him some knives and stuff like that so he could use it as prizes. So check him out. It's a worthy cause, and have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. One other thing, check this out. You don't even need to use the thumb studs.